viewers, subscribers, and agents alike? This your boy Enlightened Luciferian Prince coming at y'all once again. If you're watching this video around children, please I ask you that you remove them from your immediate vicinity, as my videos are not for children. I do not know what's up with this lighting on my fucking ring light, and part me for being so close to this upload, but I don't know what the fuck is going on with this ring light. It's irritating me, but maybe when it's uploaded, it might actually go into its full clarity. It is what it is. So what? So if you see it go up and down, in and out, it ain't me. I adjusted this. It took me 20 minutes to try to get this lighting right. So it may go in, may go out. I don't give a fuck. I'm not editing this shit. I don't give a fuck. Period. End discussion. Now, what I want to talk about is what's getting ready to happen come December into January in the United States. And I'm going to call it USA 2023. Now, the reason why I say USA 2023 is because I don't think a lot of people are paying attention to what's going on behind the scenes. Everybody's still worried about this old, crinkly, wrinkly ass so-called monarch, her funeral and all that shit. That shit is just a distraction. Now, that's for the masses to go up. That's for the masses to just swallow. That's for the masses just to entertain themselves because they ain't got shit else better to do. Let me tell you something, people in USA. Stop focusing on everything that's going on outside of your borders. Start worrying about what's going on inside of your borders. What am I talking about? The Biden administration proposed that by December, they would actually start running, pretty much mid-December, they would actually start running more digital-based transaction infrastructure. In other words, it's the next step to a cashless society. That's just the truth. If you haven't looked it up, please do your research. It's already been proposed. They plan on doing it by December. Now, will it be definite? No. It might be just trial and error. But if you look around you, there are a lot of places that are also saying, and there are businesses too, that are saying they do not take cash. Now, one thing that will be the saving grace that will not enable this to actually come to fruition is the simple fact in the matter is just that there's a substructure of people who hack and actually steal information in which this can actually be evaded, which they can't stop because this is a part of the culture. Hackers have always existed. Now, unless they have a fail-proof plan, which I'm probably sure they don't, it's not going to be a definite, but do pay close attention to that. Another thing is, in one state, particularly Illinois, now I know some people may know this and some people might not. That's fine. But there is something that's going to be enacted called a safety law, which is totally opposite as fuck to what is proposed to be. Now, safety, all capitalized, SAF-T, is a law that allows criminals to be free from crimes of some of the most egregious nature. We're talking about crimes such as murder, second degree, arson, rape, kidnapping, you name it, aggravated assault. These are some of the worst offenses a person could ever be arrested for. And Illinois is enacting this law by January 1st. So particularly what they're saying is there's going to also, to mention, there's going to also be a cashless bail system, which means that you can get second degree murder and not even do a day in jail and go out on the streets while your case is pending. How the fuck does this shit happen? Now, I know a lot of people might be like, well, you know, that's not real. It is real. These legislatures are pushing for this shit. They really pushing for this. Many states have already adopted the fact that you don't even need a permit to carry a firearm. So that means that for the law-abiding people who have to go through background checks and have to pay for, you know, the application processing to get it and everything, the average person that's out here in the world, the criminals, so to speak, they can just go get one and be all right. You got to go through loops and hurdles as a real person, as an individual who wants to look out for their best interests, and you got to go through the ringer. While they sit here literally letting people with these egregious offenses run the street. I'm telling y'all right now, USA 2023, if y'all thought 2022 was bad, I'm telling you right now, there's going to be an uptick in crime. Period. Many states are adopting so many laws. And I know a lot of people don't pay attention to law because they feel like if it don't affect them, then they don't have to research it. Wrong. You better get inside of what they're doing and what they're aligning this country up for the next 2 years. See, the obvious thing that most people will actually be cool with is the ostrich effect. That's what I call it. If it don't affect you, you just stick your head in the sand. Well, it don't bother me. No, yeah, it will bother you. Okay? These people talking about letting out fucking mass murderers because there's no more room to put these people in incarceration, which means what? They're going to terrorize the streets because they can get away with it. Y'all seen the movie The Purge? Act like that shit ain't fucking predictive programming. Act like that shit ain't real. Act like these people was playing. These lawmakers are doing this shit. Now, I know people might be on the political spectrum talking about, well, it's the Democrats. Man, Republicans is much as murderers as anybody else. Okay? Ain't nothing new with this fucking fucking system with the elephant and the jackass. All y'all jackasses who believe in that agenda. That politicians got your favorite hand. These are your people who consider you their constituents and are voting for this shit to affect your private safety. How the fuck do you not see a problem with that? And then the people be like, well, go out there and vote. You know that it's several states, literally. Let's see. Mississippi, Missouri, Kentucky, Alabama, and Louisiana are all states that are actually voting and pushing legislation to actually accept slavery still as a condition as a part of involuntary servitude for their state economy in their states right now. I'm telling y'all people, if you don't stay aware of what's going on around you, I'm telling you right now, do not be mad at nobody but yourself when that shit catches you off guard. Straight up. Just like I told a lot of people, and I've been telling people for years, protect your personal property. While you've been on my channel, I'm telling you that shit for a reason. Protect your personal property by any fucking means. I'm telling you right now, these people do not have your best interest at hand. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. They do not. They are passing these laws into positive law to make this the new norm of this motherfucking country. Straight up. They're passing these laws to make it a new norm. With crime, when you so insensitized to crime that it just doesn't even make sense. Every time you look at the news stories on TV and so forth and so on, I don't watch that bullshit, but I pay attention to it because I watch it with my third eye open. But at the same token, they always want to show people being the victim. Let's go back to 2004 during Katrina. You know what I'm saying? When these people was in a state of distress. While they was in a state of distress due to an emergency. I ain't gonna say natural because there wasn't shit natural about it. But when they was in a state of distress due to emergency, a declared state of emergency, right? They were looking forward to going to people's houses, grabbing guns. In the middle of chaos. So you mean to tell me that was accidental? No, it wasn't accidental. It was very methodical. It was methodical because they knew that was the last line of defense for the people that was actually with no other way out. They worried about going to people's fucking houses, snatching their fucking firearms in the midst of crisis. Come on now. We can't keep turning a blind eye to this shit. They even got a video of an old lady. The lady old as hell. All she had was a little revolver. They wrestled that old lady into a fucking wall to get that gun from that lady. Because they want you defenseless. And I'm telling y'all, these laws, y'all better stop paying attention to them. Because they ain't working in the favor of the average individual who mind their motherfucking business. Sometimes you just gotta take matters into your own hands. Am I condoning violence? Fuck no, before somebody get my words misconstrued. But I tell you what, if somebody violates your space, you hand them their ass in the discussion. And that's in less than 10 minutes. First time viewing my channel, like and subscribe. You don't like what I have to say? Push the fuck on. Time is getting short. So I don't really have time to be sitting here worried about what people think and what they don't think. I don't give a flying fuck. But I will tell you what, one thing or another, whether you believe it or not, it's going to happen one way or another. And you can see this shit crumbling around you every single day. So you can play the ostrich or you can play the lion. Whatever one you want, the choice is yours and yours alone. Peace, light, love. Agent, fuck you. It is what it is. You want to contact me? My video description, hit the little arrow at the top of the video. You'll see my email address will be in there. It is what it is. Other than that, people, stay awake, stay aware, and stay awake. Simple as that. Keep on doing what you're doing. You're doing fine. The battle ain't over yet. You will win. Just believe. Take care.